special episode of Holy Grail. I'm with the one and only the NBA champion, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen, welcome to Manila.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
How's it been so far? Obviously, you've gotten some time to be in here. So, what's it like to be in the Philippines for the first time?
It's amazing. It's my first time here. I've been to this side of the world before. I've been to South Korea a few times. I've been to Indonesia, but haven't been to Philippines, haven't been to Manila. So this is my first time. Thank you guys for having me.
We're here obviously because of your brand 741, a brand that you started. I want to start with the name 741. It's a name that strikes out, a name that a lot of people are going to remember. But what's the story behind it? Why 741 specifically?
I guess in a sense, numbers don't lie, right? 741 are some of my favorite numbers. I think our brand is about futurism. Our brand is about like thinking about what's next. So I think every brand has words.
Right.
I think brands of the future will have numbers.
You said once when you did, launch your shoe, launch your brand, that you said that if you had to dress like an astronaut for people to remember or think about the future, like that's what with you. Is that kind of like the philosophy that or the approach that you're going with this brand with 741?
Absolutely. I think just thinking about what's next is not just like thinking about like this concept of what the future is, about like thinking about humanity, like how we can better improve our planet, how we can better improve like the state of our mind, etc. A lot of the colorways I use like flirt with dystopia, utopias, etc. So like mentally, like what's next?
Right.
It's kind of what I'm trying to like the philosophy that I would like to push, like just about growth.
Yep.
Growth as human beings, growth as people. How can we better ourselves?
Yep. And obviously, this is your first signature shoe. We have it right here, the 741 Rover. It's, like you said, the design, very futuristic, obviously looking forward to the future. What does it feel to have your own signature and have it hit the market very soon?
It feels great, to be honest. I don't think any other athlete ever in basketball at least has started their own brand from scratch. I didn't partner with any company. Like the company is 100% mine. So I'm looking forward to exploring the future, but completely independent, no backing, no Nike, no Adidas, no Puma, just completely 100% owned by the athlete, and trying to push the narrative for athletes to kind of take things into their own hands more. Like I want to see more athletes starting brands, more athletes taking their own destiny and kind of into their own hands. So that's kind of what 741 represents. And hopefully in the future, we see more athletes who are taking that journey.
You also said before that you always imagined yourself building something like this, not just a shoe, but a brand, and like you said, a legacy. What do you hope this sneaker kind of does for the younger generation, people, kids, especially here in the Philippines, who, see you starting your brand and, breaking that mold and, starting your own?
Just for athletes, for talented people, artists, creators, influencers. A lot of times, especially in America, they don't think that we're smart enough to like build a business around ourselves. So they kind of at times take advantage of like, our influence and our talent. So it's just encouraging the next generation to be smarter and to not be so easily taken advantage of. And if you have the means to, if you have the courage, like do it on your own, do it yourself, and see how far you can get. Because if you become successful, obviously it's a lot of money, it's a lot of accomplishments you can make if you can successfully run your own shoe business or company or whatever the case may be.
And aside from running your own company, building your own shoe, you've also obviously found success on the court, winning an NBA championship, winning Finals MVP. Our show is called Holy Grail. It's all about our most treasured desires, things that we've always been chasing since we were growing up and starting up? I'm sure an NBA championship was right above that when you were growing up.
Absolutely. The Holy Grail for NBA player is definitely a championship. So to be able to win one in 2024 was amazing. Looking forward to like getting our team back on track to make another championship run. But winning is key. But winning off the floor for me has been starting my own brand. Like to be able to look down and see something that I created from scratch, no backing, no machine, no ESPN, nobody, assisting. It was just all me and my team, and to see like the progress that we've been able to make and how many people we're inspiring along the way. I feel like that's a championship as well.
Winning off the floor. I like that. So here in the Philippines, there's countless of players who strive to get to where you are. Obviously, a championship is far out there, but just being in the league is something that Filipino players have always been wanting to have. We always wanted to see representation, like a full-grown player grew up in the Philippines and made it to the league. That's the ultimate holy grail, I think, for a lot of Filipinos. What would your message be specifically to those Filipino basketball players working day in and day out to hopefully one day get their shot in the league?
I would say faith, consistency, hard work pays off.
Awesome. Besides the sneakers and the championships, what is like the holy grail that you have now? You've obviously achieved great things on the court now, but what is next? What is that next holy grail for Jaylen Brown?
That's a good question. I think one of the next ventures I'm about to head into is like production, like producing content or anime or a TV show or series around some of the different things that that I'm interested in. So right now I'm making preparations to get involved with that, the storytelling. I think following in the footsteps of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, he had invested a lot into storytelling. He was going to do a lot into storytelling before he passed away. And it was even rumored that he was leaving Nike, etc. Before he passed away, that he was going to start his own brand, and that he was going to sign athletes. And I remember reading that, and I'm like, man, how cool would it be if I could be one of those athletes?
Right.
So he passed away before he got to do any of those things, and obviously his brand is back with Nike, etc. But I feel like Kobe, if he was here, it'd probably be a little different. But my brand was inspired by that, and Kobe, his story. So I'm just trying to pick up where he left off, and then also storytelling as well.
That's great that you brought that up, because I think one of the obviously his passing was obviously a great loss and a sad thing for the basketball community, but the stuff that he was planning to do was, I think, something that was a big missed opportunity for him and for us, to receive that and receive that content. And I'm excited to see what you're going to come up with, and the stories that you are going to tell. You mentioned about anime. Are we maybe trying to see an anime collab on the 741 rover soon?
That would be great. I love anime, and there's a bunch of futuristic animes that would collab great with 741. Who do you think?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm a big
Maybe
Naruto
like
fan. Do you know
Naruto?
Yeah.
Of course.
Dragon Ball Z, maybe?
For sure.
Well, what would be your pick?
I think what just came to mind is like Akira.
Akira.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched that yet. I don't think that's too far out of reach. There's a ton of animes out there, man, that would invest in a collab with you. With the Holy Grails that you have, and the Holy Grails that you're trying to achieve after this one. Any other last words that you want to tell them, and to inspire them to get on their feet and start what you started?
Absolutely. To anybody who may be listening and watching, never let anything break your spirit. Be as creative, be as positive as you can, even if the people around you are not. Continue to spread your light. Continue to shine like the sun every single day. Be consistent and continue to have fun. Life is about, balance. So don't be too hard on yourself, but don't be too light on yourself either. Life is about balance. Faith, consistency, hard work pays off. Appreciate you guys.
Jaylen Brown, NBA champion.